The Debt Management Office has thwarted claims that the Nigerian government was issuing dollar-denominated treasury bills. Director General of DMO, Patience Oniha, made this position known at a meeting with business correspondents in Lagos. Correspondent Tolulope Ogunjobi has details.
Central Bank of Nigeria's data shows that the federal government has sold more than 3 trillion naira in treasury bills between January and July 2017. This represents the highest figure seen in recent times since the tracking of data started in 2013. Director General of the Debt Management Office took advantage of this gathering with journalists to explain that our office remains committed to reducing the incidence of the nation's debt.
The federal government has a treasury bill stock, meaning treasury bills that we have issued of about 3.7 trillion naira outstanding. So what we are trying to do as part of public debt management to reduce the cost of borrowing is to try and reduce that stock of treasury bills because it is expensive at 18%, apart from the short tenor of maximum of 365 days. So what we are doing is not issuing a dollar treasury bill. It is saying we will borrow 3 billion in US dollars and use the proceeds to repay some of our treasury bills that are outstanding, part of that 3.7 trillion. So it's not a dollar treasury bill we're issuing.
The DG later said that government will take a $3 billion loan and the proceeds will help to repay some outstanding 3.7 trillion naira treasury bills already issued.
When treasury bills are issued, the auction notice is in the public domain, so is the results. So treasury bills are issued for a tenor of 364 days maximum, and the discount rate is about 18% to government. When you compare that with the rate of 6 to 7% of borrowing in the international markets, you realize straight away that there's a huge savings of 11 to 12%. So that's what we're trying to take advantage of. It's not a new borrowing, so it's not going to increase our debt stock. It is simply going to convert some of our naira debt into US dollars for a longer tenor and at a lower cost.
In all of this process, what will be the role of the Central Bank of Nigeria?
When the dollar proceeds come, it goes to the central bank, and that increases external reserves. The central bank will give us naira, which is what we'll spend, use to redeem the treasury bills. So that $3 billion goes straight into external reserves, while we get naira and repay some of the treasury bills.
The Debt Management Office was established on October the 4th, the year 2000, centrally to coordinate the management of Nigerian debt, which was hitherto being done by a set of establishments in an uncoordinated way. Tolulope Ogunjobi, TVC News, Lagos.